Things started out pretty soon, everything in the rush of a moment. You blink and you miss the most exciting part you could have ever had. What's there so much that you can actually miss in the blink of an eye? Well, there are so many things to start out, but what makes you think that you're going to miss some stuff because of whatever you're doing? I have an answer for you. Okay, for the question I just asked. You can achieve the clarity that you think you lack, if you ever did, with minimalism. The concept is pretty clear. Less is more. Have less to worry about and more to do. I actually wanted to visit this part later, but I thought I didn't give my complete thing in the previous video with all the minimal sim thing. God, so corny. I actually saw the comment and I was like, shit, man, this is gonna stick forever, like permanently. Oh God. I cannot actually edit the video, right? It's there and the comment. Okay, but that's about it. This is where perfectionism comes into picture, doesn't it? I know a lot of guys that always strive for perfection, always do that extra push to get the thing done, but I think that's how it is. Create, push. I also used to do that. I also used to sit hours and hours on perfecting something, but that is how things happen. Having everything perfect, or perfectionism, not perfection, sim. Perfectionism is a term used when somebody strives to achieve that perfect thing, that perfect shot and that perfect video. This is a totally different concept on the whole, but if I had been thinking about perfecting my video, then maybe the video would not have made it into the public. So less thinking about perfection here made it successful in pushing it to publish. But what about having the perfect video? There's time for that once I publish some videos into the open, isn't there? So to revisit once again, I started my minimalist journey very recently and I talked in a previous video about how my journey started, but in this I want to tell you guys how this is good and what I'm doing to get things done. There's a lot going on here, so let's roll faster and make things and timing count, shall we? Less is more. How? As I understood from Joshua Fields Milburn, less confusion, more time. Less thought on things that doesn't matter, more on things that matter. Less on everything that is redundant, more on value. Value-driven approach is something one achieves with clarity and mindful planning. My strategy for minimalism is less everything, more my thing. This actually sounded more selfish, okay? But I meant less on procrastination, less on habits that give zero outcome, less on things that stay there for years to come. And more on working perfectly, more on intentional habits that stick, more on things that stay for years useful. Planning had taken a drastic route once I started this approach. My planning for things is actually something that I'm excited for. I still need to get comfortable with this part of me, but things are looking exciting. I spend way less time wasting it. My screen time actually went from 7 hours a day on an average to 3 hours a day suddenly. Suddenly? There's no thing called suddenly, but it was the effort that I put from a long time. People who are telling me to use my phone less, where are you guys? Are you guys there? You might be mighty proud, aren't you? I personally feel minimalism is something that every one of us experienced during some time or the other. Maybe because of lack of financial support and you had to live by Maggie during the month end, or doing that assignment during the stressful times. Multitasking is great, totally awesome, and the people you can do it, you guys are next level. Huge fans. But for the people who can't do that, who get stressful by doing a bunch of things at once, my advice, don't do that. Don't do that. Doing a handful of things might seem the logical way to get things done, but trust me, it will not bring out the full potential in you. Talking on phone while driving, things like this are good. Are good. Talking on phone while driving. Oh god. But writing an email while running or writing assignments while watching movies. Dude, please give proper importance to movies. They deserve better, man. Don't write assignments while watching movies. And things like using your phone while charging. Nope. Nope. Totally not relevant. Go on, do your thing, plug it in. If you do things correctly with planning, it'll definitely work out wonders. It has worked out wonders for me now. Now, about me. With my physical decluttering starting, I sort out what I need and what I don't. But there are more stories to things that I don't need. So I did a brilliant thing. I started a sentimental book. I put the pics of things that I feel sentimental about into the book. So for my wardrobe, I click pictures of every single shirt I had before putting it into the suitcase for my 90-day experiment. Who knows? I may not use them even. Totally. And my old watches and my old phones and my abacus. Okay, I'm not keeping that. Definitely not. Decluttering process brought out more memories than when I kept them in the boxes. Now I see things on my work and feel happy during the downtime than having somewhere I couldn't even find them. I think this is something that is the most beneficial thing for me. I'm waking up at 5:30 every day for the past week, incorporating some exercises to keep me moving. I'm not a bodybuilder, don't get the hopes high. Scheduling my work correctly, and most importantly, staying in a positive space overall. There is better clarity among the things I do. I do stuff with involvement. You guys may think, okay, sure, you're doing things. Anybody can do this. What's the relation between you doing things and minimalism? I can wake up soon and write content every day. Yeah, everybody can do this. It's no big deal. But what has worked out so far for me is that my mindset has accepted a routine in moving forward. If I have to eat cornflakes for the rest of my life, I'm up for it. I can do this. Just like that. Minimalism has got me thinking about that boring part of my life into turning it into a routine and not get bored by it. I almost eat the same food every day, wear the same thing every day, and do the same thing day in and day out. I'm not bored. I am definitely not stopping. And I'm really excited. Woo! That is the thing minimalism gives you. Not the power to change the world with a snap of a finger, but the power to think the snap would eventually not work. There is a challenge for you all, guys. Start by throwing out one thing on day 1, 2 things on day 2, till 30 things on day 30. You need not be a minimalist to do this, but doing this will give space for something really worthy for you, and the things that you give away may be a home for somebody that needs them. Think again. Take the Less is Now challenge. I did not participate in this challenge because I had some clarity on things and I started the decluttering in my own way. But this is a good place to start. Thank you for watching. Think more on what you can do and less on what you couldn't. Less is definitely more.